What's up, ladies and gentlemen? As you can see, I got some new glasses. I'm loving them. Because I actually hated the old ones. And I don't like using the word hate because hate is a strong word. But I hated those glasses. I'm feeling a little better with these. So anyway, weight is 199. I think what was it, about a week ago, 4 days ago, something like that. I decided that I was gonna start toning it down. Start getting ready for a show. I haven't changed much of anything. I'm still just lifting, no cardio, eating a whole bunch of food. The only thing that I have changed is the protein source that I intake. I was taking BSN's True Mass, which was about 700 calories. It's got a good bit of carbs in it. I can't remember how many carbs. I want to say 50 something, but I can't remember. Now I'm using BSN Synthesix. That is about 210 calories. I like BSN because of the flavor, especially when I'm bulking. It's not very good for when it's time to get super lean, but it's good for bulking and just maintaining. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Not much has been going on, just a lot of work, still a lot of lifting, and then the glasses today, which is the highlight of my week. Something else I want to tell you guys. I can't think of what it is. Oh, creatine. So 2 weeks ago, I went in the store and I got a Muscle Farm bottle. I thought it was creatine. It wasn't creatine. By the time I got home, I looked at it and said BCAAs. I was like, shit, I don't really take BCAAs because a couple years ago when I took it, my stomach didn't agree with it. But I was like, whatever. People say it's good for you. I'm going to go ahead and take it anyway. So I was taking it plus my pre-workout instead of my creatine and my pre-workout like I usually do. And I started to notice that my lifts weren't as good as they usually would. I couldn't get my intensity up the way I like to. I was in a lot of pain throughout the day. And I sat back and I thought about it. Mind you, I did this for 2 weeks. And I started thinking, what did I change out of my system? And it was a creatine. I stopped using creatine. And so I remember on one of the papers that I had to write for my degree that, creatine helps with recovery. And that's exactly what I was missing. I was beating my legs down to nothing and I wasn't getting that fast recovery. Let's see, if I did leg day on Monday, I'd like to do leg day again on Wednesday, but I really wasn't able to do leg day again until I could do it on Thursday, but it still wouldn't be fully healed. But maybe by like Friday, I'll be fully healed. I don't like that. So for those of you who are wondering about creatine, it is very important. Now, creatine is used for recovery, but there is a side effect. It does add a little bit of water to your muscle. Now, there are different types of creatine. I don't remember the names of them right at this moment, but there are different types. Some are put more water than others, but generally creatine, I like to say, is good for you, and I stand by it. I went back and got me another bottle. Today will be my first day back using it. I'm not gonna do legs until tomorrow, so we'll see what happens, how fast my legs will heal after I put the creatine in. If maybe it's not the creatine, I don't know. I'm only speculating, but I give you guys whatever info I have. So we'll see what happens. Walking to the gym right now. About to do some shoulders. Oh, another good thing that just happened to me. I've been searching for a coach because it's almost competition season. And I talked to maybe 3 or 4. And some of them were talking a bunch of bull. You could tell they really were just about getting money. Trying to tell me that I send them my picture, see what I look like, and I like to listen to what they say. Granted, I already know how to get to maybe 3-4 weeks out from competition. Like, I know how to lose weight. I know how to get shredded. I just don't know how to get competition shredded. Those last 2-3 weeks, I don't know how to perfect that yet. So that's what I need a coach for. And so if a coach tells me, this was even before I bulked, coach told me that, I needed 6 months. I was about 6 months out. I'm thinking in my head, bullshit. Like, I wasn't even big. You tell me I need 6 months. Now, the coach that I talked to last night, which I'm not going to put his name out because I don't know how he feels about that yet. You know, after we build a close relationship, then, you know, we'll see what happens. But he told me that I probably will be ready for the Phil Heath Classic, which is, I think he said March 17th. Somewhere around there. The beginning of March or middle of March. Which was the show that I kind of was thinking about doing since I've already done it once. It's one of the bigger shows, probably the biggest show that's happens in Texas. And so I want to compete against the best. I want to be in the biggest shows and, you know, see where I'm at. I don't want to compete in little shows and, you know, you win a little show, then you get to a big show and you get blown out. That means you really wasn't shit. So I'm not trying to do that. I want to go to the big shows. I want to see what happens. And if I get blown out, then hey, that just means I got to go put in more work. Oh well. If I want to be the best, you got to compete against the best. But I say all this to say, this coach seems like he knows what he's talking about. He actually was in Mr. Olympia this past Mr. Olympia. Did pretty good. Didn't win, of course, but he did really good. Really, I've been watching him for a couple months. I like to stake out my coaches and learn as much as I can about them before I hear them talk, and then they mess around and tell me some dumb shit, and then I'd be all pissed off. But he didn't say anything dumb. He's really seemed like he was educated, and he's a well-rounded type person, kind of like me. And so I think we're gonna hit it off great. Now it's just time to put in the work. I'll probably try to go visit him when I come home because he's not that far from my home. As I make my trips once I get back to the States. But anyway, time to go lift. I will update you guys in a few days about what's going on with the creatine. And that's about it. Oh, check out my outfit. I came to get my balls wet. And I got the Ohio State socks. I'm so ready for the gym right now. I usually don't get all nice and fly and shit, but I got the new glasses. So I feel like I gotta just like look good as I fucking destroy myself. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, y'all go out there and do some good shit. I'll holler at y'all.